Throughout the ages, mankind has pushed the limits of endurance and ingenuity to make the impossible possible.
The Eagle has landed.
And now, the Mythbusters are about to join them. Yep, Jamie and Adam are, herding cats.
Oh, that is really scary as hell.
But will they be the world's first cattle rustlers?
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Meanwhile, Carrie, Tori, and Grant cut to the chase.
Got her leg.
And grease the squeals.
Poor pig doesn't know it hit him.
To find out if hauling a hog could really be as hard as they say.
Ew, there's poop on my hands.
Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage.
I got the chicken.
And Jamie Hyneman.
What could go wrong?
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience. Together with Tori Belleci.
Let's chop this car up.
Grant Imahara.
Nothing just touched me.
And Carrie Byron. They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test. First up, Adam and Jamie let the cat out of the bag with this Mission Impossible.
So I got a memo from production that said impossible. What's that about?
Yes, it's because over the years on this show, we have done many, many things formerly considered to be completely impossible. Like, remember when we made a concrete airplane?
Impossible, like lead balloon. It's perfect.
Exactly. So this entire episode that we're about to do is all about us attempting things thought to be impossible.
Like what?
First up, herding cats.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Cats, so individualistic, independent, and aloof. They say you don't own a cat, it owns you, which is why the phrase herding cats is synonymous with impossible. But could you ever rustle up a flock of felines without resorting to movie magic?
So what do you think we should start with?
I think we should find someone that teaches herding for a living and have them teach us on some kind of animal that's easy to herd.
Like sheep or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's get herding.
Yep, they'll be pitting their wits against crabby tabbies later. But first, they've got to learn how to actually herd.
Well, this is perfect.
That's a herd.
Let's see about moving it around. So we wanted some instruction in the herding of animals, and we found the perfect location up here in Vacaville, California, a farm owned by Debbie Pollard called Herding for You. Debbie is going to run Jamie and I through the rudiments of animal herding.
And when it comes to herding, the best way to learn is by observing. So Debbie gives the guys some pointers by first getting her ducks in a row. And it's quickly clear that herding anything is all down to staying calm and keeping a protective distance.
It's kind of like a dance in a way, you know, a very delicate dance. You kind of move in and then you move away. You got to kind of feather them in.
Got him.
But the Mythbusters won't be ducking around. Instead, they'll be learning the ropes with a herd of 6 woolly wanderers.
Now that it's time to be herding sheep, we're going to take this in baby steps. Jamie's going to walk the course while I describe it. We are going to merely walk them from the upper right-hand corner down the fence line to the lower left-hand corner, make a left at that piece of fence, and up through the middle. Not through the middle gate, just into the middle of that side of the paddock. Then once we've got that down, we are going to try and each individually maneuver the sheep through that gate in the middle and back up to the top right-hand corner.
Country boy Jamie is the first to tend to the flock.
There you go, guys. And you go.
And his firm but gentle technique is a real crowd pleaser.
I think what they're saying is, don't trust the white guy with the big mustache.
Although one sheep puts up a little resistance, Jamie guides him back to the herd.
I'm on to you.
And you can bet the farm he soon got them home safe.
Nicely done, sir.
I did it.
That was beautiful.
You've got to keep a close eye on them. Once they start to go one way or the other, you have to be right on it, and yet you have to remain calm the whole time. There's a little bit of a delicate dance that we have to do to get them through the gate, but I did it. It worked.
So now it's the savage's turn to shepherd.
All right, they're already walking in the direction I want. How hard can this be? All right, sheeps.
Adam's breezing through because sheep have evolved to stick together for safety in numbers.
Well, he's doing good. He's got them all in a nice tight group.
We're gonna keep going.
And while the sheep's natural instinct is to huddle, will a group of feisty felines ever flock together?
You're doing very well. It's a pleasure working with you, gentlemen and ladies. Oh, these guys are doing so well. No, 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 no. That's it, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yes!
Adam and Jamie each herded their sheep through the course in 3 minutes.
Yippee!
So, Debbie, how'd we do?
I think you did very well.
How do you think these techniques might work on cats?
Keep calm, keep the pressure where you need it, and you'll do well.
But when you put the Mythbusters among the felines, can they achieve the impossible and herd cats? Next, can Carrie, Tori, and Grant really bring home the bacon?
All right, so like Jamie and Adam, we are also testing idioms, but ours are dealing with pigs. Want to take a guess?
When pigs fly.
Nope.
Silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Nope. Both of them are good, and maybe at some point we'll test those, but ours is catching a greased pig.
Oh, as impossible as catching a greased pig. Ew.
Sweat like a pig, eat like a pig, squeal like a pig. Idioms don't give our porcine pals the best rap. However, this phrase suggests they sure can run. But with a load of lube, are they really impossible to pin down? Or is this saying total hogwash?
Well, maybe the task is gonna be hard, but the plan's pretty simple. Get pig, grease pig, chase pig, right?
Yeah, sounds like we need a pig farm.
This is weird.
Weird, maybe, but at Walnut Keep, they've got all the pigs they need to go the whole hog on testing.
That one's cute.
These are a lot bigger than I imagined.
I see a lot of good candidates out there.
And just in case you were worried,
Now I know what you're thinking. How could you be having a greased pig contest? They're so cute. Why would you want to harm them? But we've been given expert advice on how to handle these pigs so that none of them get hurt. I mean, look at how adorable they are.
Here, piggy, 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 piggy.
yep, no pigs will be harmed during this test, but they certainly will be greased.
All right, so I've been tasked with mixing up the grease for the greased pig experiments. Now what we're going to be using is an animal birthing agent. Jamie and Adam use this for the slippery banana peel experiment. It's not gonna harm the pigs, it's natural. They use it in the veterinary process.
Natural and just as slippery as grease.
Ooh, it's thickening.
So now to break down how this is going to work.
When it comes time, we'll release the pig from the squeeze. It's gonna run around, and we'll time how long it takes for us to catch the pig and bring it into the 8-foot diameter circle in the middle of this pen.
And first to haul hog will be Carrie.
See my pig coming? He's a nice, small, adorable little pig. I think they picked a good one out for me.
Whoa, he's slippery. And feisty. He's gonna be hard to catch.
My strategy? I'm just gonna run and hope I can catch it. Those things are fast, especially the little guys.
Fast and covered in a thick layer of animal birthing agent.
All right, Carrie, good luck.
But will this 25-pound pipsqueak be impossibly hard to catch?
Remember, Carrie, it's more afraid of you than you are of it.
Carrie gives chase and quickly corners her porker.
Good technique, got him in a corner.
Oh, but now I have to touch him.
Yeah, you got a leg.
Ew! 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 There's poop on my hand.
Carrie seized her swine using the traditional rear leg grab. But she was more distressed than her pig.
I need some sanitizer. Ew! There's poop on my hands. Ah! Smell my hands.
No. Good job. Go wash up. High five.
Well, despite her germophobia, Carrie caught her pig in less than a minute.
So I know they're pigs, and it's clear that they wallow in the mud, but I didn't really think about how much poop might be on the pig. I think I could have gotten my time down if maybe I didn't realize that. Plus, they're hot and slimy when they're all greased up like that. It's really gross. I'm such a ninny.
Ninny or not, that quick result certainly throws doubt on the myth. But perhaps this idiom all comes down to size.
I got the back legs and the undercarriage. This is so weird.
So Carrie lubes up a 40-pound squealer for Grant.
I know science. I know robots. But I don't know anything about pigs. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do out here. But I think what I need to do is go for the legs. If I can't get the legs, then I go for the body. If I can't get the body, well, then I sacrifice my body. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Come on. All right, Grant, you ready? Ready. You ready, piggy? Here we go.
Grant's hot on the grease trotters of his pig.
Oh, boy. Yeah! Careful, Grant. Remember, you gotta outsmart the pig.
However, after a minute and a half of the runaround, the pig decides to fight her corner.
He's clapping his teeth at me, man! That's not cool!
She thinks you look delicious. Get it! Yeah, you got her! You got a leg!
You're coming with me, buddy!
And as Grant drags the pig to the ring, this myth is looking shaky.
Woo! You did it!
Nice work!
Grant made it in 2 minutes and Carrie in 55 seconds. And those times are far from impossible.
You know, so far it's not really looking very good for this myth, but we're still working with baby pigs. We're gonna have to get a much bigger pig for Tori, something to give him a real challenge.
I'm not looking forward to this. Not one bit.
Cats and sheep. You'd be hard-pressed to find many similarities between the two. And although herding sheep is routine, herding cats is supposedly impossible. But after learning the herd way, Adam and Jamie are about to test their skills on cats.
There's an old adage in the entertainment industry to never work with animals or children, and the implication is because they don't do what you expect. But here in Pavilion D on the Alameda County Fairgrounds, this 6,000 square foot nondescript building is perfect for us to see if herding cats is remotely possible.
Indeed, and with 1,500 feet of cattle rustling arena marked out, the final element is a clear cat enclosure.
Our task here is pretty straightforward. We have a pen that's 35 by 45 feet, and we're going to fill it with 8 cats. Our job is to move those cats from the big pen
into the little pen, or as we're fond of calling it, the cat corral.
And thanks to the Animal Friends Rescue Project, they've got 8 curious kitties to round up.
Okay, now it's safe to unleash the beasts.
This is exactly what I will look like when I come back as a cat. See? Sorry.
But as the cats explore the arena, it's clear there's a problem.
We chose this flexible orange netting because we thought it would be impossible for the cats to climb. It does turn out to be possible for them to shove their heads in it to try and get out, and maybe stretch it enough to get out, or at worst, maybe choke themselves.
So to keep that curiosity at bay, the guys have a handy plastic solution.
Cat's probing the weakness of our system.
With the cats contained, they're ready for some cat herding. And first, it's over to Adam and his gifts of persuasion.
Good luck, buddy.
Okay. You want to go this way? Straight away, the big difference between sheep and cats is that these cats will not flock together. I guess because it's not natural behavior for them. Come on. So that means I'm trying to cajole them into the pen one by one. Hey, Red, let's go over to the pen. What do you say? Let's take a walk over there, see what's going on. This looks like it could be cool. Maybe this is an exit. No. In. Wait, no. But now it's been 5 minutes, and even this one-on-one technique, which obviously you can't call herding, isn't working at all. I cannot get these cats to go anywhere that I want them to go. He's like, amateur. Jamie, whatever the opposite of luck is, that's what I'm having here.
Yep, the cat's instinctive response to Adam is to ignore him. So he tries something a little more hands-on.
All right, I'm just gonna put him in the pen, see if I can get them all in. I know this is cheating, but it's all I got.
But as the number of cats in the pen grows, so does the caterwauling.
Oh, that was a bad idea of mine. I'm very sorry.
At the 10-minute mark, it looks like Adam's about to close the gate on 8 cats.
It's happening. Oh, defeat snatched from the jaws of victory. I give up. I got 7. I'm going with that as my score. It's your turn. These guys don't respond in any way like the herding animals we were working with before. And trying to move them, trying to guide them without any outside tricks or anything is a total non-starter. I had to physically lift each one of them to get them into the pen.
Oh, the cats refused to flock together, so Adam cheated 7 into the corral. But can the Hyneman go one better and actually herd them?
Let's start over here. Right. So I can see this cat's afraid of me. That's it. Go on. Go on. Go on. So I'm gonna gently intimidate it to get it to go where I want. Yay!
Jamie, nice. Well done.
One cat. I got to do it exactly what I wanted. But although the cats are going into the corral of their own free will, go on. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm bigger than you are. That's it. 2.
Well done.
It's a tactic that only works 1 cat at a time, so I'm not so sure this counts as herding.
You're killing it.
3. It's actually sort of working. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's afraid of me? Go on.
Jamie's one-on-one approach has gotten 5 cats into the corral, but he's hit a snag.
Go on. Go.
He's moving you back more than you're moving him forward.
There are still 3 cats to go.
Go. Go. Go.
Come on.
And none of them are afraid of him.
I don't think you're gonna get him to move, Jamie.
Okay, well, I got 5 in the pen. I got 3 that just wouldn't play ball.
That is very respectable. Nicely done. Are you almost ready to die? Well, Jamie's technique worked far better than mine. By stamping his feet and clapping his hands, he was able to control 5 of these felines into the pen, but that still gives him a 36% failure rate. I think we're gonna have to bring some technology into this mix, and by technology, I mean cat toys.
So far, 2 Mythbusters have caught 2 pigs, and all in under 5 minutes. But now it's Tori's turn to play catch, and he's got a much heftier hog.
She said her favorite dish is Italian.
150 pounds of pig is caked in 2 gallons of grease and then released.
Hey, she's getting out. All right, start the timer. All right, baby, just chill. Just be cool. Just be cool.
Whoa, you almost got her.
Damn it.
Go for the leg.
Oh, you're tiring her out.
There you go.
You got her. You got her.
Oh.
Holy crap. She is heavy. It's strong.
Yep, at 3/4 of Tori's body weight, she's a lot of hog to handle.
She's tiring you out. That was her strategy the whole time.
She might be smarter than us.
And this big pig continues to give Tori the slip for another 3 minutes.
Yeah. Got her leg. Oh!
Finally, just before the 5-minute mark,
Wheelbarrow, I like that technique. You're doing it.
Tori gets a grip on a leg and heaves his hog into the ring.
Woo! You did it!
That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done on this show. That girl was big, fat, tough, strong, stinky, but man, she's tenacious.
Clearly, all the Mythbusters caught their pigs, even if it did get harder as the porkers got porkier.
So this myth says that catching a greased pig is impossible. But we've shown that if you have enough time and if you have enough patience, you can do it. It's very difficult, but it's not impossible, which means this myth is busted. But that's not to say we couldn't make it easier. So that means it's time to go back to the shop.
So this is clearly busted. It's not impossible to catch a greased pig. But we're Mythbusters. I feel like we could do this better. You know, make a better pigger-upper.
All right, well, a few ground rules. No tranquilizer darts and no nets. Whatever we make, we have to carry along with us.
And the most important rule, no pigs shall be harmed in the making of this episode.
Of course.
So having proved this task is not impossible, just downright difficult, it's time to bust out that old Mythbusters ingenuity and create some pigger-uppers to make catching greased pigs a breeze. And each Mythbuster has a very different pig-catching tactic to try.
And this one is mine. That's right. I got a pair of grabby claws. Now, these are made out of plastic, and they might break. So I'm gonna remake my own. Get ready, Porky. It's time for round 2.
Now, for my technique for catching the pig, I'm going to be using suction. Now, we've used suction a lot on this show, like when Adam climbed up the side of a building.
Well, good luck there, little buddy.
Thank you.
But I'm not just going to be using the plungers for the suction alone. I'm also going to attach some vacuum cleaners to the plungers. Let's see if that greased pig can get away.
When things get really complicated for a simple task, you really just have to keep it simple. So I know Tori's working with an idea that sort of sucks and Grant's got a lot of air. I'm hoping for a softer touch here. I'm thinking that this fur will grab onto the lube and make it so that it can actually hold on to the pig easily.
Well, that's one part of Carrie's tactic. But to make the pigs come to her, she's got a secret ingredient.
You ever heard eat like a pig? Well, I found some things that are irresistible to the swine. So as the piggy's getting into the food, I'm gonna sneak up right behind them, get right in the blind spot, pick them up.
Yep, the fur will fly. And in no time, Carrie's no-frills design is done.
Sweet, sweet Wilbur baits, pig-catching gloves, and coveralls so I don't get dirty. Enjoy your building, boys. I'm taking lunch.
Carrie's finished, but Tori's idea is just starting to come together.
So the plan is to take these 2 vacuum cleaners, attach it to this backpack rig, then take the hoses and attach the hoses to the plunger, and then I'll have the 2 plungers on my hand, see if I can catch that pig.
Tori attaches his vac to his backpack. And although it may seem like something from the cartoon villain handbook, with plungers attached to vacuum hoses, it sure will suck.
Liposuction! Get your fresh hot liposuction!
And while Tori's been plugging away, Grant's getting some air to power his claws.
So what I've got so far is a backpack with my air supply, a couple solenoid valves, a battery, everything that I need to power these actuators, which are gonna be connected to my arms. The last piece of the puzzle is the claw.
And by machining some aluminum elements, hopefully he's got that sorted.
Okay, I am done with my claws. Time for a little test. All right. They do look a little pinchy, so I think what I'm gonna do is cut up like a padded welding glove and put it over each claw.
Yep, Grant's plan is to rule with an aluminum fist in a leather glove.
Okay, so now that the gloves are covered, it's time for me to play guinea pig, because I wouldn't subject any pig to anything I wouldn't try on myself first. So this is claw test in 3, 2, 1. So you can see no marks, no damage. It'll hold the pig's legs securely without causing the pig any harm.
It's the second Dr. Evil-looking pigger-upper. And with both boys employing high-tech solutions, they need something piggy to test their designs.
My little piggy analog is done, and I made him out of a watermelon and 4 salamis. Now, this is how we're gonna test our devices. We're gonna lube him up and place him on this cart. Then we're gonna roll the cart across the shop and see if we can get to him and actually catch him.
And first to suck it and see is Tori.
All right, release the pigs. I got him. It worked.
He captured the pseudo swine. So now it's Grant's turn to get grabby.
Okay, I think it works.
Operation Pig Catcher is complete, but now it's time to test our devices on real pigs. This is gonna be interesting.
Taking a catnap from cats, next is a myth that stinks.
So what's up next?
10 pounds of poop in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but what's the story?
Oh, no, that is the story. It's the idiomatic phrase, you can't put 10 pounds of poop in a 5-pound bag.
You mean like indicating something is impossible?
Exactly.
Well, I've always heard it said 10 pounds of in a 5-pound bag.
So have I, but because it's a family show, we can't say
Well, can we say crap?
Well, apparently we can say crap, but only twice in an episode, and we just did.
It's a phrase that implies something is explicitly undoable. But is this scatological saying logical? Is it really impossible to scoop 10 pounds of poop into a 5-pound bag? Well, to find out, first they're going to need that mythical bag.
Welcome to the Mythbusters Poop Craft Corner. Today we'll be making a bag that holds precisely 5 pounds of poop. What we've got here is a bunch of pounds of, horse poop, horse pucky. It's real. Poo!
So the first order of business is to weigh out 5 pounds of equine number 2.
I have to etch onto this. Never use this bowl for food. 5 pounds of poop.
Next, Adam sews a bag that holds just that volume.
That right there, my friends, is a 5-pound bag of poop. You can give these away for birthdays, weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever you want.
And while Adam's been on doo-doo duty,
Looks perfect.
Jamie's been working on a way to compress 10 pounds of poop into Adam's 5-pound bag.
This thing right here is an engine hoist. Now, normally it's used to lift an engine off the ground with that hydraulic piston and this lever. But the way I see it, if I take that piston out and I put a longer lever here, I'll have myself something like a gigantic garlic press. And that might be just the thing to compress 10 pounds of poop into a 5-pound bag. I reckon that'll work just fine.
So now to see what the poop press can do.
Loading the poop.
But it's going to require some straining.
Just be patient. Sometimes it takes a while to make a nice poo.
And unsurprisingly, all that pressure is also producing a lot of toxic brown sludge.
That's got to be thousands of pounds of pressure on that. I think that's probably good enough.
All right, let's try that out. All right.
Compared to an uncompressed 10 pounds of poop, their shtick brick is almost half the size. But does that mean it'll fit into Adam's bag?
That's an impressive amount of compression.
Yeah, we're on the right track. We have the tools, we have the, the methodology, and I think we're on the road to success.
Well, with the bag in the poop press and the poop loaded,
Oh, this is freaking disgusting.
Tell you what, I'm glad it's not dog poo, though.
it's time to put on the squeeze.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
We harvest the poop twice a year in the spring and the fall, baked into cakes which are fermented in our attic.
As that disgusting fluid runs off, it's clear that 10 pounds of dung is diminishing. But
Okay, pulling it up.
All right. Oh, okay, so this is one of the problems we're having.
Okay, well, let's see if you
accordion
can
it.
settle that down in there.
so with a little manual assistance, the poop is pushed down further into the bag.
Jamie's family have been manure massagers for 3 centuries. It started just before the American Revolution.
And that hands-on approach has them nearing the finish.
We're getting closer.
Yeah.
And remember, we've got to tie that under that line, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The bag goes back into the press once more.
Okay, go for it.
And after a final heroic push,
Dude.
Well, after all that wrangling, we took that 10 pounds of poop and put it into that bag. It fits in a 5-pound bag.
it's mission accomplished. Or is it?
We did it. 10 pounds of poop in a 5. Uh-oh.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs 7.5 pounds.
Well, I guess that means we squeezed 2.5 pounds of water out of it. Most poop, or all poop, has water in it, and if we squeezed it out, we ought to put it back. It's part of the poop.
I feel like that's cheating. Water's not poop. This is poop. I think this equals poop, and this is what we need to put in here.
It's amazing what kind of philosophical discussions you can get into in trying to put poop in a bag. You would think it would be simpler.
Yep, this myth confuses volume and mass. 5 pounds of poop fits the bag with no room to spare. But when we compact 10 pounds, which had twice the initial volume, it now fits into the same bag. However, the water that's lost during compression means the bag no longer weighs the 10 pounds it's supposed to. So, how to call it?
On the one hand, we were able to take 10 pounds of poop and fit it into a 5-pound bag. So you might say we were successful. But on the other hand, in that process, we lost a couple pounds of liquid, so the final resulting bag weighs less than 10 pounds. So you would say that we're unsuccessful. I'm inclined to accept the latter because by definition, if you're taking 10 pounds of poop and putting it in a 5-pound bag, that bag ought to weigh 10 pounds. Now that may be a little bit of a crappy conclusion, but heck, who gives a
As yet, catching a greased pig has been comical, but not impossible. So now the team is getting competitive.
Woo! You did it!
We are going to turn this whole experiment into a competition to find out who is the best pig catcher in the West. Now we're back with our own inventions to catch pigs. Now, as it stands, it took Carrie a minute to catch hers, it took Grant 2 minutes to catch his, and it took me a whole 5 minutes. We're gonna do it again and see who comes out on top.
Yep, and first to try for the pig catching cup is Carrie, who's keeping it simple with a bait and pick strategy.
Okay, so hopefully he'll stop, get a snack, and then bam.
The gloves are on, but will they mean Carrie can catch this greased oinker with ease?
It's getting really slippery.
All right, let's all right, you ready? You ready, Carrie?
All right, you ready to start the clock?
Ready?
Yep, go for it.
And go.
Okay, so he jumped right over the food.
Yep, Carrie's little piggy ignored her tasty trap.
This is a lot faster today.
It's wearing you out.
Making a break for the perimeter. But once she's got him cornered, the second part of her plan fits like a glove.
Oh, she got him.
I'll tell you what, once I actually did catch up to him, it was easier to grab him.
Time. Yes.
Yeah! Solved 2 problems. 1, not afraid to touch the pigs, got gloves. 2, they gripped perfectly, and the pig, when I grabbed on, didn't seem to mind. It was like, oh, I like this.
Carrie's gloves gripped the lube and overcame the biggest obstacle of her previous test, which cut her pig catching time in half.
I am just like a pig in mud, happy over the way that this glove thing worked out. I didn't have to touch the disgusting little critters. I got to grab onto them with a much softer but firm grip, and it all worked out.
Simplicity was the key to Carrie's success. But can Grant beat his 2-minute target and claw his way into the lead?
Grant's up next, and a shock to all of us is he made a robot for his pig catching machine. He's kind of like this robotic claw man now. But we're gonna give him the same pig as last time. We're gonna grease him up, let him go, and if Grant can actually grab onto the legs, I think he has a good chance of lowering his time.
Well, now to find out if those claws will give the pigs pause.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness!
and start the time.
The pig is keen to get started, and although Grant's got a longer reach with his pig-friendly claws,
He's going for the whole hog.
he's got to catch up to the pig first.
Somehow the noise is making the pig run faster.
Quit pinching him and catch him.
And with the weight of the kit on his back, all those near misses have Grant all puffed out. But finally, after completely exhausting Porky, Grant gets his claw on the pig.
Oh!
You got it?
Oh my God, you did
Yes!
it! No way!
Yes!
No way!
Yeah! Woo! Nice work.
I can't believe that actually worked!
That did work. However, you doubled your time.
What?
Yeah, I mean, once you were able to grab the leg, it was a lot easier to hold on, but it took a lot longer for you to get the pig.
Well, you know what? Aim is definitely a problem with these.
But if you just wanted to pinch the pig, that machine worked great.
It was way more entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining, but twice as long, meaning his claws are no pig-catching shortcut.
It's so unwieldy to deploy and so difficult to aim that, well, that pretty much ate up all my time. So, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, right?
So Grant's claws are out of contention, and Carrie's fur gloves retain the lead. But can Dr. Vac enter the ring and hoover up the title to become the ultimate pig picker?
Come on, suck him up!
Whether it be finding a needle in a haystack, or making a lead balloon that can fly,
Take it as a challenge.
making the impossible possible has put the Mythbusters on the map. But when it comes to the idea of herding a throng of strong-willed cats cross-country, have they reached the end of the line?
That was a bad idea of mine. I'm very sorry.
So now, in order to proceed, we're going to reduce the number of cats we have to herd to the smallest number we can still call several cats, and that is 3 cats. We are also going to enlist the aid of some kitty interest aids, colloquially known as cat toys, to help us.
Yep, it's well known that cats have a weakness for toys. And fewer cats should make grouping them together easier, right? So with a buffet of cat-tempting toys, Adam selected a famous feline lure. But he's adding an irresistible twist.
On today's cooking show, we're going to be infusing a feather-tailed mouse with catnip and attempting to lure some cats to a corral with it. I start with a simple zip closure bag and add a little bit of catnip. This stuff is like catnip to the cats. I'm going to empty the catnip in the bag so that when I shake the mouse in, it gets completely covered in the catnip. Yes. Hopefully that's going to be one desirable mouse.
Hopefully. But will this trio of mischievous moggies, Puffball the Punisher, the Krabby Tabby, and Devious Domino take the bait and end up behind the gate?
Time to go catfishing.
Adam casts his line and waits for a bite.
I've got some interest.
And for the first time, he's got the predators hooked.
Yes.
Well, you got 2 cats at once moving their way towards the trap.
Totes.
Adam's fake prey finally has 2 cats moving together towards the corral. But they quickly lose interest. And as for Puffball,
Oh. He broke my fishing line. And he never even stood up.
so it's time to break out the ultimate cat-attracting weapon.
Lasers. Everybody knows that cats love lasers. Let's find out if they prefer green, or red. Oh, yes, okay. We have some, wow, good.
But although Adam had high hopes for his lasers,
No.
none of the cats are guided by the light.
They can clearly see the lasers. They notice them. They just don't seem to care.
So after 10 minutes, round 2 is over. And it's Adam 0, Cats 2.
Well, as you can see, I am all alone in this cat corral, and I believe the cats have a better record of getting me into it than I have of getting them into it. All of the tricks that I have employed have not worked at all. I am not hurting cats.
Adam's defeated, so Jamie's contenders enter the ring. He'll face off against Miss White, the Ginger Ninja, and Bob.
Adam tried to attract the cats. That didn't work. So I'm gonna try to repel them.
Like earlier, Jamie's using the natural startle reflex of the cats.
Okay, go with the other kitties. That's it. That's it.
You've got them into one corner. That's pretty good.
But Jamie's umbrella and maraca merengue still doesn't group the cats together. So he doubles down with 2 umbrellas.
I think we're onto something. Okay, you're home free. Sort of. Nice and steady. Nothing to be afraid of. That's it.
But even double the trouble can't get these cranky cats to cooperate.
It seems to me that it's virtually impossible to get these cats to behave in any kind of grouping at all. A herd or a flock, I don't think it's working. I can herd individuals, but if you can't get them to behave as a group, I don't think that we're being successful at herding.
Indeed. So it's time to pull out all the stops.
Why don't we work as a team?
All right, let's do it.
As they enter the ring for a last-ditch attempt. 2 men and 4 umbrellas versus 3 cats.
I think we can, but I'm not sure that this is really...
Oh yeah, we're all in a group. That's it, slow and steady. Go on, go on, that's it.
Oh. I lost the white one. What do you think? I think we successfully herded cats for about 8 feet.
I think so. It really is true to the saying.
And clearly, at the end of 5 unsuccessful rounds, there's no arguing with this result.
So this is confirmed, right?
It's totally confirmed. In every way that we could have demonstrated, herding cats is just as difficult, not impossible, as the idiomatic phrase would lead you to believe.
But you know what? I might just have an idea.
After complete feline failure,
it really is true to the saying.
It's time to turn this job over to the professionals.
Hey, Lance, how's it going? How would you feel about herding some cats? I was wondering what technique you were planning on using. Perfect idea. Let's go.
Yep, this myth is going to the dogs because they may be man's best friend, but they're also the arch enemy of cats. Lance and Debbie are the ultimate droving duo from Herding for You. And if they can't herd 8 cats into the corral, nobody can.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Immediately, it's clear that the cats are standing their ground.
Arched backs. Oh, all the backs are arched here.
In fact, they're going on the attack.
Here.
Because when cat meets dog, their natural instinct is to fight.
Lie down.
And although Lance obeys Debbie's commands, the cats do not budge 1 iota.
He's like, I'm really not sure about this, boss.
This is one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
It's just totally amazing.
After 6 minutes of feline resistance, it's clear not even a sheepdog can herd cats.
Get out. Lie down. Lie down. Calm down. You're okay. You're not in trouble. Good boy.
Come on over here, Lance.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Yeah.
So what do you think was going on there?
I think he was out of his game, and he's not used to animals that don't come together and he wouldn't face off something like that normally.
He's not used to dealing with predators in that sort of situation, and they all know the relationship, I guess.
Right.
I think they thought he was lunch.
Oh.
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
Hey, Lance, how did that go for you? I totally know what you mean, buddy. You did a great job regardless. Good boy. That was rough.
In the quest to find out who is the fastest pig catcher in the West, 2 pig pickers entered the ring. One halved her time, and one doubled it. But now, it's time for the final contender.
My idea is to sneak up to the pig, get him in the ham hocks, let the suction take over, and then just drag him to the circle. Should be simple. And if it doesn't work, I'll just go detail everybody's car.
And to take the lead from Carrie, Tori needs to catch 150 pounds of greased porker in less than half his previous time.
All right, let's see if I can suck. All right, you ready, Tori? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Remember, you gotta cut your time by 50%.
Tori's off to a sucky start, but his attempt comes unplugged.
Oh, time out, time out. I blew a fuse.
After a quick fix, he powers up again, with 20 seconds already on the clock.
Woo!
Oh, that was good.
You gotta keep up with the pig.
The concept worked. My suction's not strong enough.
Pull it back. Yeah. Oh.
Poor pig doesn't know it hit him. I'm gonna suck him up.
The minutes tick by as Tori pursues his porker with 50 pounds of vacuum cleaner on his back.
Yes! Yes!
But it's too light a touch to hold on to 150 pounds of pig.
Go plunger, man!
And although the grease helps keep the hoses attached to the pig,
Oh, no!
Now you only half suck.
it doesn't at the other end.
You got him on the ropes. You got him on the ropes, kid. You got 10 seconds left, man.
Oh, yeah, get it in the circle. Oh, yeah, you got it. Oh! You almost got him.
Oh,
that's time.
That signals the end of Tori's 5 minutes and the end of his challenge for the Pig Catching Cup.
Yeah, you definitely win the award for weird.
Dude, that was awesome. I could see it almost working.
Man, I just needed more suction. If that pig wasn't so strong, I might have been able to get him to the circle.
Yeah, you definitely needed to suck more.
Yeah,
All right.
This sucked pretty good, though.
Well, I guess that means that Carrie is the winner.
Woo!
Congratulations!
Yep, the title of the ultimate pig picker-upper goes to Carrie Byron.
And so ends the Swine Olympics. Now for the myth that it's impossible to catch a greased pig, clearly busted. We've learned all it takes is a slightly softer touch, and that Tori is going to make a great super villain janitor someday.
Well, I guess the lesson here is keep it simple.
Yep.
Oh, both of you need a shower. Whew.